Hey guys, and welcome to another Factorio Mod Spotlight. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me. Today we are going over the TA Miners mod. This is actually by the same dev who did the Wind Generators mod I did last week, but this one caught my eye because I really love these like different forms of miners that people add to the game via mods. So I usually cover these when I see them, and this one is again done by the same person, and this adds 3 new very late game, extremely powerful miners into the game here. So these are based, TA, Total Annihilation is what these are based off of. We have the Crust Extractor, we have the Mohawk Extractor, and we have the Mantle Extractor. Now, there is research for these, which is fairly expensive. To start with, the Crust Extractor you can get with Blue Science as 300 of each. This one you get with purple and all the rest, and then this is pretty late game. You know, it requires all sciences and actually 2 of red, green, blue, and purple. And this will unlock the last one. So these are also fairly expensive to build. This one requires 150 steel, 200 iron, 50 engines, 50 pipe, and 25 speed module 1s. Now these in the mod portal post, the dev said that these are kind of just based on like how much a miner is, and then like how many miners equivalent this is. You know, because these things are super powerful. If you look there, it has a mining speed of 37.5. So this is equivalent to like 40 or something of these. Actually, even more than that, which is pretty crazy. So that's kind of how the cost is scaled. This one requires one of the previous level, 250 steel, electric engines, and 10 speed module 2s. And then the Mantle Extractor, again, requires the previous 100 robot frames, 500 steel, 200 pipe, and 5 speed module 3s. I would actually say that this is too cheap, in my opinion, based on how strong these are. They're pretty ridiculous. But if you're into that, I mean, if you play Bob's Mods or something, then you may be into that. These are super powerful. So we're going to start with this one. This guy has a pretty large mining area here. You can see the output. And I'm just going to spit this into a box. And we do have productivity just because I unlocked all research. But this is how fast it goes. It's really fast. You can see how quickly it's filling up this box. And you can't put modules in these simply because why would you need to? Like, it's already so ridiculously fast that it would just kind of break things. So there's that one. Now, so this fully fills 1/2 of a belt. It would fully fill like a whole belt. But there's only one output, so it'd be kind of difficult to get the whole belt here. So if you want to use belts, you may have to do some shenanigans with these somehow. I mean, you could put one like on each side of the belt if you want, and then just, I mean, you would easily get more than a full belt. But if you're using, you know, like Factorio Extended or something with faster belts, this would definitely, you know, go good in conjunction with that. And then obviously you could use logistics bots, or you could put a chest and then use a loader. And that's probably, if you want belts, that's maybe what I would suggest, is do that. And then you can just use a loader, like loader redux, and have it output like that. Okay, and then we have the second one, which is a Mohawk Extractor. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. And he goes here, and you can see this thing is even quicker. Pretty ridiculous. You know, it's just crazy how fast this is. And again, this can cover pretty much an entire patch. Mining speed of 51.5. The graphics, I mean, the animation and stuff are really cool, like the windmills. They don't necessarily fit into Factorio. It'd be cool if they were like, you know, maybe a little dirtier and stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. And then lastly, this beast, the Mantle Extractor. And this one's huge. This has a huge coverage area you can see here. And same deal. We're just going to stick this down. And this will fill a box in probably like 10 seconds. It's pretty nuts. But you could also use these directly into trains if you wanted to as well. That's certainly an option. If you want to do direct train mining, these would actually be really good. Instead of doing like normal vanilla miners with beacons and modules, you could just stick, I mean, even this would be overkill. You could just stick like one of these or even a Crust Extractor on each side of a cargo wagon in a train and just mine directly in. And that would actually probably work really well. Is probably how I would suggest using this. But there you go. So if you're looking for like, you know, added in really late game miners, you know, with some different styles and graphics, you know, maybe to go with your Factorio Extended or even just in a vanilla playthrough, then definitely check this out. It's really cool. You know, the mod dev is pretty active and such, so if there's any issues, they probably will fix it. And that's going to do it for today. Link down below to the mod portal where you can check it out with some more info. And I believe I pretty much covered it. It even says here, mine's 80 a second, mine's 160 a second, and mine's 40 per second. So this is pretty ridiculous, but pretty cool nonetheless. Anyway, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any thoughts, leave them down below as always. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.